At first of all, I wanted to make cave bigger. I carried out stone from the cave, and after many days hard work, I had a large cave in the side of the hill. Then I needed a table and a chair, and that was my next job. I had to work on them for a long time. I also wanted to make places to put all my food and all my tools and guns. But every time I wanted a piece of wood, I had to cut down a tree. It was a long, slow, difficult work, and during the next months, I learned to be very clever with my tools. There was no hurry. I had all the time in the world. I also went out every day, and I always had my gun with me. Sometimes I killed a wild animal, and then I had meat to eat. But when it got dark, I had to go to bed because I had no light. I couldn't read or write because I couldn't see. For a long time, I didn't know what to do, but in the end, I learned how to use the fat of dead animals to make a light. The weather on my island was usually very hot, and there were often storms and heavy rain. The next one it rained all the time, and I couldn't go out very often. I was also ill for some weeks, but slowly I got better. When I was stronger, I began to go out again. The first time I killed a wild animal, and the second time I caught a big turtle. I was in the island for 10 months before I visited other parts of it. During these months, I worked hard on my cave and my house and my fence. Now I was ready to find out more about the rest of the island. First, I walked along the side of a little river. There I found open ground without trees. Later, I came to more trees with many different fruits. I decided to take a lot of the fruit and to put it to dry in the sun for time. Then I could keep it for many months. That night I went to sleep a tree for the second time, and the next day I went on with my journey. Soon I came to an opening in the hills. In front of me, everything was green, and there were flowers. Everywhere there were also a lot of different birds and animals. I saw that my house was on the west side of the island, but I didn't want to move from there. It was my home now. I stayed away for 3 days, and then I came home. But I often went back to the other greener side of the island.